Welcome, welcome. I'd like to speak about trusting life just the way it is. So everybody has realized, has tasted, has seen that individual choice is just an experience in the play of phenomena. That in reality, there really is no chooser. So what is playing is arising out of what you are seeking. But it moves through the conditioned mind and prints out things that at times are experienced as disturbing, but only because it's being seen on the superficial level. Everything that comes into creative expression is molded by this wisdom. And our schooling while we are here as participants in this play is to see from where it is coming, to feel from where all manifest expression is coming from. And as has been spoken, it's either a reflection of celebration, which is the reflection of your own rootedness in reality, or it is a reflection of unfinished karma. But it's not about the veneer. It's about the depths from where the veneer appears. And in the depths, there is this incredible wisdom orchestrating absolutely everything, including the thoughts and emotions that the mind claims as mine. But it's all coming out of the one source, and the one source is the unity, and the taste of the unity is the abolishing of all conflict and issue and everything that has prevented the taste of the unity arises to purify and humble and open you up to yourself, to the self. You see, your nature is untouched. Your nature is untouched. There is so much appearing to be happening in this thin veneer that is the mortal dream of separation. But if you find from where this is coming, what is discovered is the heart. And from the heart, it gets molded through the karmic condition and then creates the play to free you. Because once it is seen, you are freed from it. Once it is fully realized, you are free from it. Every little tiny subtle thing is being organized and ordained. including what you call me. There is no me. There is no individual. Upon realizing there is no individual, there is the taste of the depths of yourself, where you and the wisdom that is ordaining everything are not separate, and you can taste the love and the beauty of the true nature of who you are, which is not a person. You've seen over and over again that this is an appearance. But what you are is the self. You are the self. You are a consciousness that is infinite. And you are in unbroken relationship with the wisdom that ordains everything in perfection to enable all fears to be released. Fear cannot be released if it does not come up. And it is not released by attempting to get away from, but by looking all the way into, by remaining still and looking all the way into the depths, the root of where all of this is coming. The consciousness that you are, that has forgotten its nature and thinks it's a separate person. But the consciousness that you are, when it becomes conscious of its nature, wakes out of the slumber. Consciousness that is conscious of its nature is pure bliss. And the bliss is infinite. And when you are resting in it, the play reflects the unity, which is the completion, the totality. And the unity is tasted by being offered through this wisdom, the dynamics that created the forgetting. And it can do its work when you just remain still, trusting, open. And you fully receive all that is offered, but you receive it from where it comes. And you can only receive it from where it comes when you are present. When you are present, you are here. That's why you can receive. You are not in imagination. You are here. You are here where you can feel yourself, where you can feel in truth. There is no identity. That's just the story. There is your being, which is already whole, and it recognizes itself, consciousness becoming conscious of itself and shaking off the amnesia of this experience of being a person. So all the things that created the experience of being a person repeat themselves out of this wisdom, because this is the way your consciousness is set free. So the idea is just to be present, just to feel yourself everywhere, to feel into whatever is arising, to feel into from where it is coming. not to follow content, just to remain at the root of where manifest expression comes from. And the root is your consciousness. And your consciousness is pure safety and peace and joy and love and light. And its recognition of its own nature becomes a catalyst which helps to awaken consciousness to its nature everywhere, because it's one thing. It's one unified field. The taste of the field is the completion. It's the completion of the identification with karma. When it completes itself, you are bathing in the infinite ocean of unity. Not only are you bathing in it, but the realization is this is all there's ever been. There has been this distractive habit tracking phenomenal events, all being perceived by the appearance of a separate character. You look for the separate character. You cannot find the thinker or the chooser. You realize the character is just the story. And what remains is awake. And you can feel the awakeness. What remains is unity, which is the answer for the appearance of all suffering. Because suffering, no matter how intense it may be, is just appearance. Everything challenging is happening to a character you cannot find. So this is about consciousness waking up to its nature, not a separate individual awakening. It's consciousness, it's all there is. It's been hypnotized, causing contraction of awareness into this focal point of reference called the body. But all of that is hypnosis, because you look for yourself, and what you find is the self. You remain still, and you realize everything that is moving is just appearing by itself. And when you do not touch the story and you just remain in the feeling of yourself, everything that arises disappears as quickly as it appears. And what remains is the self, yourself. What remains is the joy of self-recognizing itself. What occurs is a release of fear around what might happen in the play, because there is the recognition it is all guided by the hand of pure wisdom, organizing everything perfectly to set the consciousness that you are free and to energize the whole field of consciousness in this recognition. And what is the fundamental nature of consciousness? It's love. The unified field of consciousness is love. And out of that love springs forth this happiness. And out of this happiness springs forth the light of your being. That's why it's called becoming enlightened, because your true nature is light. And the feeling of the light is love. And the love spreads of itself if you just remain open to everything without moving toward or away from anything. It is just this, not a getting, a receiving, remaining at rest in whatever is offered. It's just this. It is opened into, and what is discovered is this is the self, it's love, it's light. It's now, it's always now, it's never not now. The feeling of now is the feeling of the beauty, it's the feeling of yourself. Just to relax. Trusting what you are devoted to. And what you are devoted to is the self. And the self is every single tiny little thing, including what the hypnosis has called me. It's all the self. And the nature of the self is unity. And unity is pure love. And feeling that love gives birth to this happiness. And it is the greatest gift for all humanity to realize this. In trusting the play, it's not asking for anything that's not already there. There has been seeings over and over and over again that the appearance is an appearance, that the appearance is either replaying karma so it can be seen for the appearance that it is, which only happens when you're present, and then something is cleared and it's beautiful. Either that or the reflection is the celebration of your recognition. What is your recognition? The truth is it's consciousness recognizing itself. And the play moves through the wisdom and brings up everything that is not completed. And in the completion is the realization we are one. You get to taste the beauty of that in a smaller dose within the community. How everyone is feeling the space of consciousness that the community holds, the light that the community holds. But this is true for the whole planet. It's true for the whole universe. The discovery of consciousness, not the separate person, but consciousness, what is conscious right now, what is unmoving and conscious right now that you can feel is not away from you. You can feel it's everywhere, unbounded, alive. And then letting the play take care of itself and just remaining in the feeling of your being. And then you live in happiness. And then the play reflects that happiness.